Guardians, what's up ladies and gents? Your boy Sly here, back at it with another Destiny 2 video. So if you played the beta by now, I'm sure you have a few suggestions or possibly even complaints. I made a video about my early thoughts a few days ago, and just remember, this is what betas are for, guys. So they work out the kinks, they get loads of data from the masses of players, damage, supers, grenade, ammo, weapons, the works. All of that data gets recorded and will be sifted through before Destiny 2 launches. But what I wanted to point out is that we are playing a beta build that is already 2 months old, and some changes have already been made. Since it takes a while to make a beta build, updating it to the newest changes is not an easy feat, especially a game that's on consoles only as of right now. Updating on consoles can be an absolute pain, and with all these rules and data checks Microsoft and PlayStation make developers go through, it's hard to get them out quickly. So I just wanted to make a quick video on what has already changed for the main game and what will continue to change after all of the beta data is after all of that is analyzed. On top of that, we don't have access to mods, other weapons, armor, exotics, etc. I just want to pull all of this together and try to paint a picture of what the future holds. You can read all of this information for yourselves on the weekly update on Bungie.net. So, first up, power ammo. You might have noticed that you hardly find power ammo in one match, or possibly even the entire strike. But then at other times, you might see it once or twice, which is still pretty scarce. So, power ammo has indeed been buffed in the latest build. It's not in the beta, but when the game ships, it will be better. Bungie has made it so that certain enemies guaranteed heavy ammo drops, and they drop at set rates, so that's one issue solved. They also changed grenade effectiveness in PvE. Some classes have grenades that are amazing. The Warlock Solar Grenade is pretty effective, whereas a few of the Hunter grenades, in my opinion, are pretty weak. Disruptor and Void Wall are also a tad bit weak in PvE, but Lightning Grenades are absolutely on point, as well as Axion Bolts for the Warlock. So, there's a big up and down in the consistency of grenades. But again, they have changed them, and I'm sure more adjustments will be coming after the beta is over. Other changes include boss health and weapon damage in PvE. That's a big one. Hand cannon and pulse rifles seem to be the best. Auto rifles, they're still decent, but certain scout rifles definitely need adjusting, and sidearms, in my opinion, are a waste of time. I'm hoping that damage will be increased slightly for heavy weapons as well. While I don't want to see the pure murder of things like swords again, even though they were fun, it did take away from some of the skill within raids and strikes. Melting bosses, okay, it's fun now and again, but beating a boss after working for it, in my opinion, that's more rewarding. Now, they didn't go into detail about all of the weapon changes coming in PvE, and they flat out did not talk about PvP weapon balance at all. But besides sidearms, I think PvP is fairly balanced, guys. My only gripe is lag. I can't tell you how many times I went to take cover behind a rock with half of my health left, mind you, and then all of a sudden I just died behind cover after all the shots caught up. I have a fiber connection, so again, peer-to-peer still shows its weakness, even in a new game. Also, I just wanted to take the time and remind everyone of the days when you played a new character in Destiny 1. It wasn't a walk in the park. You were on even ground with your enemies back then. And in Destiny 1, we all just migrated from a game where we're way above all of our enemies in terms of light level. We're just mowing through them. So coming back to this makes it seem like it's a big difference. Also, in the real game, we'll have armor mods that increase various abilities. While I still think they will be slower than we're used to in Destiny 1, having a bunch of different armor mods will allow us to spec our characters to how we want to play. Supers will still take forever. I think that's just going to be a Destiny 2 thing. But if you notice, they do last longer in return, as long as you don't spam it. I think supers do need a bit of a damage buff for some classes and a bit of tweaking, but overall, I don't think it will be near as bad once the community figures out the optimal setup for armor, which you know will happen. For example, this picture is of an older build, but it still gets my point across. Notice that one of the abilities mentioned here is that grenades recharge faster. I believe this is an armor mod. You might have to choose if you want healing or faster grenades, perhaps even extra super energy from melee or grenade kills, etc. So I think we're going to see a game built around choices with a purpose. Each activity will call for a different mod setup. So yes, while abilities are slow in Destiny 2, I think they're not going to be as near as bad once we get our hands on different armor and different armor mods. So while a few things definitely still need some tweaking, it won't be nowhere near as bad once the game ships. Take the fact that some of these issues are already fixed, and we'll be able to mod each armor piece individually to the areas we want to increase. I think it'll eventually turn out much better than the beta experience. So have faith, Guardians. But that's it for me, y'all. Just wanted to give you all a quick heads up on the changes already implemented and what I think will happen going forward. Like I said, there's still work to be done, but overall, I think we're going to be just fine come September 6th. Take care, Guardians. Hope you guys are enjoying the beta, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, and hope that you enjoyed it. Join the nation and keep it here for more Destiny 2 content in the weeks and months to come. Check me out on Twitter or Facebook, and feel free to stop by and say hi. Sly Nation Gaming, keep those eyes peeled for more D2 vids in the very near future. But until then, this is your boy Sly. Later, guys.